Did you see he had an ulcer flare-up? Everyone thought that was an excuse. I can tell you now, Mike is in the best physique he has been in for years. He's not playing around. Jake believes in himself, but Mike is a different beast.
What's up, fight fans? Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're throwing a haymaker right into the heart of a brand new controversy swirling around the one and only, the baddest man on the planet, Mike Tyson. And you know who never shies away from a verbal brawl? The podcast king himself, the one and only Joe Rogan. Buckle up, folks, because we're about to dissect Rogan's possible reactions to this whole mess. And let me tell you, it's about to get more heated than a championship title fight. Rogan and Tyson go way back, sharing laughs and stories on the podcast, but that doesn't mean Rogan pulls punches when it comes to calling out BS. This is going to be a wild ride, so grab your popcorn and get ready for some serious fight commentary. First, let's get everyone caught up on the latest Tyson news. Mike Tyson had a scare ahead of his fight against Jake Paul. Breaking news came out the other night that he was unable to board a flight. Mike had to seek medical attention. It was explained that Mike had an ulcer flare-up. Minutes before a flight was taking off, medicals accompanied him on board and later took him off the flight to make sure he was okay. He became nauseous and dizzy due to an ulcer flare-up 30 minutes before landing. He is appreciative to the medical staff that were there to help him. Upon arrival in Los Angeles, paramedics were ready and waiting. Tyson was promptly evaluated and stabilized before being transported to a nearby hospital for further assessment and treatment. Mike has now confirmed he is okay, with a recent tweet saying, "Now feeling 100%, even though I don't need to be, to beat Jake Paul." Jake responded, "Hey, that's mean." Jake and his company MVP was also tired of the news circulating that Mike was apparently in a terrible way. Archenemy KSI tweeting out pictures of Mike in a wheelchair from 2 years ago. Jake said, "You love to make shit up before knowing the facts for clicks, likes. Nothing changed." He continued, "KSI and Dylan Danis are very similar people. They both posted a 2-year-old picture of Mike Tyson to mislead their audience referring to Tyson's health. Mike Tyson is feeling great after an ulcer flare-up on a cross-country flight." Joe Rogan has since reacted to the news. He said, "They're going to give everything to him. All the hormones, everything to ensure he's in the best shape possible." He added, "Mike Tyson, a 57-year-old man today, is not a 57-year-old man from the 90s. He's different." Joe continued, "Did you see he had an ulcer flare-up when trying to travel? Everyone thought that was an excuse. Mike was having second thoughts. I can tell you now, that man is in the best shape he's been in for years. He wants this fight to happen more than Jake does. Why do you think it's a professional fight?" For those who might be new here, Joe Rogan isn't one to shy away from controversy. He's a stand-up comedian with a knack for pushing boundaries, a veteran UFC commentator with a deep understanding of combat sports, and the host of The Joe Rogan Experience, a podcast so massive it's practically a cultural phenomenon. Rogan's known for his no-holds-barred opinions on everything from politics and philosophy to extraterrestrial life and psychedelics. He's not afraid to dive into the deep end of any topic, often inviting controversial guests and engaging in debates that leave listeners both enlightened and infuriated. Love him or hate him, you can't deny that Rogan's voice carries weight, and his take on this Tyson incident is sure to be a hot topic. Rogan has hosted Tyson on his show multiple times, and their conversations have always been fascinating, delving into Tyson's tumultuous past, his personal philosophies, and his journey of self-discovery. They share a genuine camaraderie and mutual respect. However, Rogan's loyalty doesn't cloud his judgment. He's been known to challenge his guests, even those he considers friends, when he believes they're in the wrong. He's given a lot of respect to Jake in the past, and even now, with the lead up to this fight, you have to respect Jake. He's a young kid, he's getting in the ring with a monster, he has his critics, but if Jake wasn't a YouTuber, and you had seen him KO all of these former UFC champions, athletes, you would think this kid is something. His hard work gets floored because of his YouTube career, and his past stuff.
Mike Tyson at his age is facing a YouTuber that is much younger and hungry and capable of boxing as well. So it's going to be a good example for people that are at Mike's age.
Yeah.
It's also actually a good example for me to keep on punching, so to speak, and hopefully, and I look forward to that match as well. You can only be too old in your mind.
Yeah.
If you control your mind, you control everything in your life.
Jake has also came out with his own excuses. Ahead of the fight, he feels the come up to heavyweight will be a big issue for him. Jake's struggles with weight gain is a huge red flag. The process of rapidly gaining and then cutting weight to meet a specific category is very risky. It appears Jake is pushing his body to its absolute limit, which could have dire consequences in the ring. His stamina, power, and overall performance could be severely compromised, potentially turning the fight into a lopsided affair in favor of Tyson. It's crucial to remember that Mike Tyson is a natural heavyweight. He spent his entire illustrious career fighting at this weight class, developing the power, technique, and experience that come with it. Jake, on the other hand, is stepping into uncharted territory. He's already considered the underdog in this matchup, and this weight issue is only amplifying the odds stacked against him. Tyson's natural advantages, combined with Paul's struggles, paint a daunting picture for the young contender.
Jake said he felt nothing when you were punching him in the stomach. What did you feel?
A lot of muscles.
Was it titanium or was it soft?
Pretty hard, yeah.
It was
Yeah, look, they call him Iron Mike Tyson, but I'm Titanium Jake Paul.
As you can see, this is Jake as of right now with popular UFC star Sean O'Malley. He looks huge, a lot bigger than his previous fights, against the likes of Andre August and Nate Diaz. Could this be a problem for him come fight night? Jake Paul's ambition and drive are undeniable, but it seems he may have underestimated the complexities and demands of heavyweight boxing. The transition from cruiserweight to heavyweight is not simply about adding pounds. It's about adapting to a new level of power and endurance. We've seen the greats do it like Usyk, but we know Jake isn't at them types of levels. The media isn't sure Jake has it in him. He's not a natural heavyweight, nowhere near. Paul's struggles suggest that he may have misjudged the magnitude of this challenge. Maybe he has potentially set himself up for a harsh reality check in the ring. Even at the age of 57, Mike Tyson remains a force to be reckoned with in the boxing world. His reputation as a knockout artist is well earned, with a career defined by devastating power and a relentless fighting style. Despite the passage of time, Tyson's legacy as one of the most fearsome boxers in history endures. Should Jake Paul fail to reach his optimal physical condition, the consequences could be severe. Facing a diminished Paul, Tyson's legendary power could prove overwhelming, potentially leading to a swift and decisive victory for the seasoned veteran. Ryan Garcia isn't a fan of Jake's antics either. He's been tweeting away, stating he would come into action if Mike couldn't. Jake Paul, however, true to his persona, is brimming with confidence. He's brushed off Ryan Garcia's warnings with the same swagger we've come to expect, declaring that he's in peak physical condition and prepared to deliver a knockout that will stun the world. He's even gone so far as to boast about his power and speed, seemingly unfazed by the prospect of facing a boxing legend. Jake said, "Mike's a legend, but the legend must fall. If I lose to Tyson, I will be memed. They will say, he lost to a 57-year-old man and downplay it. If I win a KO the legend, then what? Who's the face of boxing now? He'll come for all of you. Canelo's next." But amidst all this bravado, a crucial question lingers. Is Jake Paul's confidence justified, or is it a dangerous case of underestimating his opponent? Should he be heeding the advice of a fellow boxer who's witnessed Tyson's power firsthand? Or is Paul's self-belief the key to unlocking an upset victory? Joe Rogan analyzed the fight and said, "If I was Jake right now, after that face-off, I would be so scared. How does this guy have the balls to be facing off like that against Mike Tyson? Look at the size of the man, 57 years old, in that physique shape. Wow." Alright, fight fans, what do you make of this whole situation? Hopefully Mike can come into the fight in the best physique possible for a 57-year-old man, and he comes out of the fight safe, that's all. Us fight fans want, drop your comments below your thoughts. Let's get a discussion going. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more news and opinions from the world of combat sports.